Okay, we're back in Legend Heroes, Trails to Azure. I realized last time we didn't actually go to the station here, so we'll do it real quick. Once he gets started like this, I'm powerless to do anything about it. Not that I can blame. Isn't Crossbow City spectacular? Thank goodness nothing ever stops the Transcontinental Railroad. Those trains are my whole life. Their majestic yet sensual frameworks, their resplendent liveries, reminiscent of the vaults of heaven. I transcend the fixed constraints of reality every time I see one. Life's anything but a rail fan, just wouldn't be worth living. Wow, so this is what Crossbow's like. Come on, Mom, let's go. Don't have to go inside the station. They probably won't let us in the airport either. We run a private shipping company called Rhymes Deliveries. Well, man's president of our startup. Our motto is service that's polite, delivered at the speed of light. Hope you consider us if you ever have any packages that need sending. So we can't hit Ursula Road either, but the goal down the stairs is the geofront, in case you don't know. We're going to head on over to Maison Imelda for the first mission. And then we can probably do the, yeah, I don't know which one we should do first. I'm talking about the story missions, that is. So we'll use the key to get inside. And I might show the fights here just because we'll have the full 4, and it's going to be a little different than having, like, Arios and Dudley with us. Yeah. So we actually have to go through the hole in the wall, because that's how well managed this slum is, to reach that enemy. So I was just curious if he could do the crit or not.
Enigma,
No. And hopefully right there you see the problem with Lloyd more often than not. So by using the spell, we don't get the debuffs that Tio, Elliot, or Emma could apply if you were playing Zero or Cold Steel. Cat-like monster that stuns enemies with an electrogenic organ in its mouth. It's no Pikachu, I tell you. See, I need to get used to seeing the Master Quartz there. Okay, that was the thing for Wendy. So we have 2 new enemy types. I was trying to put him to sleep so he'd lose the double turn. So this is going to be a bit of an ugly fight because I have to scan so much. I mean, starting with that one because there's only one of it. Tough and ferocious rat monster sports shell-like ears which provide ample defense. You only need one to go alive. Long-lived insect that nests in places a million of humans desire to suck their blood. So getting the Earthworms there is kind of nice. Sepith. The treasure chest activates power to stop time. Fortunately, it can't do anything either, so nothing happens while you read this text. That would make sense if it actually gave you a lot of time, Sepith. Oh well. So this is just one of those rooms that lets you preview what's coming up. Whoa. Lazy, you suck. You're a huge mob, but luckily we have these guys scanned already. So make sure you move it so that they can all hit. I didn't see what the bonus for that was, but the achievements for getting a 4 or higher. EP charge. I shall await your answer at midnight from my heart to yours, Jubilee. With the letter fully read, Cyril sighed, returned it back to its accompanying chest set upon its lap, and sank further into his chair. Long lay spread wide in a most undignified manner. I don't know if there's actually 61 of them, and I don't really know what they are. sucks. Bleh. So Strike Bell's actually new for her, but we've seen moves like that in other games.
僕の番か。
私か行きます。そこ。なんとかなりましたね。
Definitely need to get more slots unlocked on Noelle. Give her more speed. Crap. And of course this time there's no team attack.
任せて。そこ。行きます。はあ。この調子で行きましょう。
XL shoes. Wow, a sequel to Chaels on the Chest? Can't believe they got a chest-selling author to work on this game. So let's take a look at those shoes. It's gonna actually reduce her speed, so I'll pass. So he actually has the worst shoes out of the bunch. And he could use the extra move point, I guess. Then Vald smashed this open in 0, if you don't remember.
Yosh! 一気に行くぞ!
Yeah!
もらった!
So we got 2.5.
お疲れ様。そこ。
That appears that means there's a monster too close to you.
ここは俺たちのターンだ!
私の番ね。はい。やあ。
行くぞ! いってや！やれやれ。行くぞ！悪いな。先に行かせてもらうよ。
Blind. An advertisement is pasted to the bottom side of the lid. You'd have to be blind not to see all Maison Imelda has to offer. For availabilities, contact Madame Imelda at Imelda's Antique Shop. So actually, I prefer to give it to her because she has the AoE thing going on. We can give that to him. That's a monster chest. It's most likely going to be things you find here.
Yeah.
任せて。やっ。
行くぞ！
私の番です。やあ。
やれやれ。時間の無駄だったな。
So I am going to change their positions. The girls are just too far back. Redo it. There we are. Monsters appeared.
行くぞ！みんな！
How many are there here? 4 of each.
行きます。催眠弾発射。
行くぞ！
That sucked, man. Like, no one got put to sleep. No one got blinded.
さてと。
That's what you get for leaving a survivor, Noel. You had one job.
Yeah.
That was to kill numerous people. Or monsters in this case.
行くよせっ
さてと。や。よーし。は。
俺の番だな。やってや
So I got a separate bonus on that one, even though this early in the game it's going to be very, very minor. Move 1. Someone keeps stealing the wheels off the 1st Division's patrol cars. They're working tirelessly to bring them to justice.
Yeah.
一気に落とすよ
誰か。
任せてくれストップ
私の番ですね。
Yeah, not for safety.
任せて。そこ。
行くよなんだその程度かい
I'm not even paying attention to how much CP I'm getting back from these fights. Okay, we're gonna go get Lecter. I'm annoyed. And you are what I'm gonna be taking my frustration out on. So this is most likely a missable enemy. There's a chance it could appear later on down the line.
私の番ね。エニグマ、駆動。
行くよ
You suck, Wazy.
はい。催眠弾発射。
行くぞ
So it's immune to everything. Drops a defense core. It's boss of the mosquito horde. Sprays acidic body fluids to melt away anything in its way. Weak to earth, by the way. It's also going to heal quite a
お
bit
返しよ。
行くよ
え。はっ。行きます。やあ。
よし
Hey, we finally got a blind.
やってや
Seriously, Lloyd?
やれやれ
You tell him, Wazy. So right now we just need to generate some CP.
せ
Ah, he didn't go the way I needed him to.
私の番ですね。
There we go.
はあ。
俺の番だなセットやれやれは
私の番ね。
We need to heal Noel. And Lloyd, I guess.
エニグマ。
そこだ
None of these guys can hit the broadside of a barn, I swear.
やあ。
俺の番だな行くよせ
私の番ね。エニグマ。や助かります。はい。
So I am trying to keep him in such a position that I can do that.
さてと。
Just want to double check. We got everything.
Yosh.
Yeah, we got the natural remedy. So I need to refresh the speed debuff. And that's a wrap, folks.
このクロスベルを
So we can get a 1.5 mod for that. Not even the payday here was really that great. Exterminated monsters, yada yada. We get the craft book strike. A craft book? Seems a little before our time, mildly speaking. Look, there's a attacking unit that's designed to be used by 2 people in sync. Don't you think Lloyd and Wazy might be able to recreate this? Yeah, you just might be right about that. Want to give it a shot, Wazy? It'd be my pleasure. So now we have their combo craft, Strike Heaven. More foreshadowing in that. So the monsters, I think, will respawn when we come back. I need to get to that cookbook for the recipe. So we're going to hop over to the administrative district. I don't know if you have to go to a Melda or just the terminal to conclude that mission. Hey, it's the Triple S. Looks like you got yourself some new recruits. Taking it means you guys are finally back up and running. Happy to say that we are. You're the chief of the Metropolitan Division, right? It's nice to meet you, sir. Same here, name's Yulich. Gotta say, Bangs, this looks like quite the team you got on your hands. All the better, the department's expecting big things from the Triple S after all. Kids are gonna need to work hard and rise above your station from today on. Of course, we'll do our best not to disappoint. Hey there, Triple S, finally got yourself some new blood? These must be the new members everyone's been talking about. That's right. That makes you Noel then, huh? From the Guardian Force? What say you and I go out for dinner sometime? Well, you hate to see it, huh? Wait, aren't you Wazy Hemisphere from the Testaments? Actually, now that I get a better look, you might be the prettier of the two new Triple S members. I can't help but agree. Unfortunately for you, though, you aren't my type. Sorry to disappoint. It's too bad. Wait, why would I care about being turned down by another guy? I was waiting for you to wrap it up, but you just went and kept digging your own grave deeper and deeper. You should follow their example and grow up a little. Or should I just save us some trouble and kickstart the paperwork to have you re-enrolled at the police academy? No, Inspector, anything but that. Raymond's dumbassery aside, welcome back, Triple S. Second Division may be calling you again sometime. We're expecting great stuff from you kids. Thanks, Inspector. After all these months, feels really great to hear. You're right. We finally started to gain some recognition within the department. Why does the Inspector always have to bust my balls like that? No, I need to get my act together, but give me a break. I can't help the way Adios made me. Don't have any business upstairs. I don't mind reducing the area I have to cover. Here's Emma. That's Dudley's partner. So I make sure there's no one over here before we did this. Okay, where's the Scarecrow at?
来ましたか、バニングス捜査課。
どうもエマさん。その説はお世話になりました。
一課での研修のことであれば世話したつもりはありません。あくまでダドリーさんの指示に従っただけのことです。筋は悪くありませんが、一課への誘いを蹴って支援課に戻ったのは理解に苦しみますね。
すみません。
いろいろあったみたいね。確かにロイドさんだったら他の部署も欲しがりそうですよね。まあいいでしょう。早速本題に入ります。ここに来てということは手伝ってもらえると考えてもいいのですね。
ええ、もちろんです。何でもレクター・アランドールがクロスベル入りしているとか。
一課ではそう掴んでいます。ですが残念ながら未だ確定できていません。
それはどういう？
所在が確認できないということでしょうか。そもそもクロスベル入りしたというのが不確かな情報なんです。それらしき目撃情報はある。だが足取りを追おうとするとカゲロウのようにぼやけてしまう。おそらくこちらの動きを察知して捕捉を逃れているのだと思います。
なるほど。
とんでもない人ですね。
まあお兄さんならそのくらいはやりそうかもね。
そこであなたたちにレクター・アランドールの滞在事実を確認してほしいのです。本当にクロスベル入りしているのか、それとも何らかの偽装情報なのか。可能ならば帝国軍将校ないし帝国政府の書記官としての身元確認も頼みたいと思います。
わかりました。
ですがどうして私たちに？以前あなた方は彼と何度か接触しています。それにかけてみることにしました。
なるほど。
エリートの割には意外と柔軟な対応なんだね。
仕方ないでしょう。人手を割けば捕捉は可能ですが、下手をすれば外交問題になりますし、それ以外の案件も抱えています。ダドリーさんがいらしたらあなたたちには頼まなかったのに。
そういえばダドリーさんはどちらに？
昨日の夕方通商会議の警備の打ち合わせでリベール方面に向かいました。戻るのは明日になると思います。
そうだったんですか。
お忙しそうですね。ですから彼が帰ってくる前に何とか片付けておきたいのです。どれだけ出張で疲れていても引き受けてしまう人ですから。なるほど。確かにダドリーさんなら
そのくらいはしそうですね。
わかりました。引き受けさせてもらいます。とりあえずどのあたりでレクター大尉が目撃されたかわかりますか？
そうですね。真偽は定かではありませんが、裏通りのあたりで見かけたという情報があります。
裏通り、旧ルバーチェの近くですか？
うん、それっぽいじゃない。
わかりました。早速調査に入ります。
よろしく頼みます。私は一家で待機しているので、報告の時は受付で呼んでください。それでは失礼します。
ずいぶん一家の研修でお世話になったみたいね。
ああ、態度は厳しいけど今節丁寧に教えてくれたよ。なんていうか生真面目な人なんだと思う。
そんな感じですよね。
まあそういうお姉さんほど癒しを求めているものだけどね。今晩あたり飲みにでも誘ってみようかな。
とにかく当たりをつけてレクターさんを探してみよう。まずは裏通りからだな。
ええ、行きましょう。
Okay, so the good news is we can do the other quest before we actually report this one. We need to head to the back alley.
いよいよ動き始めたわね。交渉していることくらいなら記事にしても OK かしら。共和国派からの圧力も最近減ってはいるけど。
グレイスさん、何をしているんですか？
なんだ、ロイド君たちじゃないの。そっか、特務支援課いよいよ再始動ってわけね。
はい、おかげさまで。
ティオちゃんとランディは後から合流なんですけど。そっか、ちょっと残念ね。しかしまさかワジ君が支援課に入っちゃうなんてね。お姉さんさすがにたまげたわ。
驚いてくれて何よりだ。なんだったら特集記事を組んでくれても構わないけどね。
楽しそうじゃない。できればいろいろ話したいんだけど、今ちょっと取り込んでてね。それが終わったらゆっくりと。
おや、これは珍しい顔ぶれだ。
サオ支社長。しまった。
お久しぶりですね、ロイドさん、エリーさん。それとワジ君にノエル総長でよろしいですか？
どうしてそれを。
へえ、さすが大した情報網だね。
他ならぬ特務支援課のことですから。しかしまさかグレイスさんにこちらの動きをつかまれていたとは。さすがは天下のクロスベルタイムズですね。
いやー、偶然ですよ。そう、偶然。
一体こんな場所で何をなさっているんですか？
ルバーチェの跡地に何かご用だったんですか？
決まっているでしょう。このまま寝かせておくにはあまりにもったいない土地です。ならば我が社が有効に活用させてもらおうと思いまして。マフィアの保有物件など普通なら手を出しにくいでしょう。しかし我々ならば多少はその手の物件にも慣れています。委託業者にしても月々の管理費は頭が痛いでしょうし、良い取引ができそうですよ。
サオさん、そうした情報は記事にしても。
ああ、構いませんよ。憶測で決めつけるのは勘弁していただきたいところですが。
もちろん心得ていますわ。
それでは失礼します。ロイドさん、何かあれば我が社にいらしてください。行きますよ、ラウ。
はっ。
すごい人でしたね。蛇に睨まれたカエルみたいな気分だったんですけど。そうね。
ヘイユエきっての若手幹部、白蘭流のツァオリーか。噂以上の切れ者みたいだね。
ああ、相変わらずだな。グレイさん、ヘイユエがこのルバーチ跡地を。
ねえ、倉庫なんかも合わせてまとめて買い取るつもりみたいね。もしヘイユエがここを抑えたら、クロスベルの裏社会は完全に掌握されることになる。厄介なことになりそうだわ。
同感です。しかし聞き込みに来たところでえらい場面に出くわしたな。
そうね、これも一家に伝えた方がいいかもしれないわ。
あれ、あなたたちもツァーの動向を調べに来たんじゃないの？もしかして別件を追ってる？
いえ、そうだな。グレイさんは確か面識はあったみたいだし、実は以前グレイさんも会っている人を探しているんです。カジノで行員の人を任したレクターっていう人なんですけど。
ああ、そうなんだ。あの子なら流浪飯店でさっき見かけたばかりだけど。
本当ですか？
ねえ、例のバカンスルックでのんきそうに食事してたわね。取材で急いでたから声をかけそびれちゃったけど。ってこうしちゃいられない。せめてツァオからもう少し突っ込んだ情報を聞き出さないと。じゃあね、また今度食事でもしましょう。
相変わらずだな。
でも思わぬところで目撃情報が入ったじゃない。
ええ、早速流浪飯店に行きましょう。
了解です。
And we'll hop over to East Street. Wrong way.
いた。
なるほどね。花山椒ってのを使うのか。
そう、ただの山椒とは辛さも風味も段違い。東方でしか栽培されてないけど、最近は鉄道便で注文できるよ。
いやー、自分で麻婆を作るとどうも物足りなかったんだよな。まあか、一つ勉強になったぜ。
レクターさん、こちらにいましたか。
あっさり見つかったわね。
なんだかものすごくチャランポランそうな。
あとは身分確認ができればミッション終了だけど。
ああ、遅かったな。待ってたぜ。マスター、こいつらがさっき言った連中だ。やる気と根性だけはあるからビシビシしごいてやってくれ。
わかった、任せるね。4人というのは大変だけど、東方料理が広まるのは嬉しい。頑張ってついてくるよろし。
一体何の話？
逃げた。
相変わらずだな。
追いかけないと。
こら、どこに行く？もう修行は始まっている。まずは下ごしらえの練習ね。
いや、違うんです。
私たちクロスベル警察に所属するもので。
勘違いなら仕方ない。でも何かの縁ね。これを持っていくといい。
っていいんですか？手帳までもらっちゃって。
店の余り物だから気にしない。精進するがいいね。
ありがとうございます。それじゃあ失礼します。みんな追いかけるぞ。
ええ、了解です。
And they mentioned there's multiple ways to get recipes. You can get them as rewards for quests, you can find them in books, and so on. They go in the recipe notebook, you can use the recipe notebook to cook, and then you have chances to gain supreme, peculiar, failures, etc. And a lot of them have different purposes. The ingredients themselves are sold at stores, but you can also get certain ones off monsters.
ダメだ、見失った。
とんでもない人ですね。まるで私たちが来るのを分かってて引っ掛けたような。まああれくらいのことは朝飯前なんでしょうね。さすがは諜報機関の大尉を務めるだけはあるわ。
とても軍人とは思えないような方法だけど。で、ここで諦めるのかい？
いや、とにかく後を追ってみよう。今なら通りの人に聞けば行方がつかめるかもしれない。
分かったわ、行きましょう。
Haven't seen anyone from the Fisherman's Guild around. Where do you suppose they went? Has been doing chores. Vegetables. Let's try Roy and Mei Ling. Right here, guy, show about nowhere, threw his arm around my shoulders. Get the angst out while you're young, you'll regret it later, and ran off to Central Square. What would he know? That dope seemed even more responsible than I am. And there you go. So I want to examine that book in Maison Imelda to see if that is indeed a recipe book, and if we've found a couple already. Yeah, it's this way. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was this way.
Yes!
There we go, we now have the light burger recipe. In case you're wondering, there's going to be more fights out on the West Crossbell Highway, but I'm probably not going to show those unless there's something really special leading up to the extermination. I'm expecting the extermination in the first area anyway. Main's Mountain Path. We're looking for the sun-faded book that I made the crack about in the previous video. And I believe there was another book somewhere, but... Fresh sandwich. I don't remember where that one was, or if it... I think it was even train-related. That would have been... over here. It was in one of the west... or the residential district houses. Was it the Hayworths? They'd be up here. Because I don't think it was in McDowell's place. This is the Hayworth house. Could have swore this is about trains. Oh, cars. Yeah, there you have it. Some weird overhead rolled up and hit on me a few minutes ago. Notice what, you're not my type either. OMFG. Total weirdo, right? He went to the department store, but who is he? This when you park Noel at the door, tell her shoot anyone who tries to get in or out. It's probably on the roof.
Hmm. しかしクロスベルってのはマジでわけわからんよな。
言いたいことはなんとなくわかりますけど。
通称オルキスタワー、地上250アージュ、40階建ての世界初の超高層ビルディング。 新市長に加えて企業用のフロア、国際会議場なども用意されているわ。
確かに圧巻ですよね。こんなに離れているのにあんなに大きく見えるなんて。
まだ隠れているからどんなデザインかわからないけど、もう一通り完成してるんだって。
ああ、もう市の職員の半分はあちらに移っているらしい。実際のビルのお披露目は通商会議の時になるけど。
で並みいる首脳たちの度肝を抜くつもりってわけだ。やれやれ、データクロイスってな、思ってた以上の人物みたいだな。
クロスベル警察特務支援課としてお聞きします。レクター・アランドール殿、身元の確認にご協力ください。
真面目だね。嫌だと言った？
確かにクロスベルでは帝国、共和国政府関係者に対して法的拘束力を行使できません。ですがそれはあくまで身元が明らかになっている場合だけです。
逆に明らかにできなければ普通の外国人と同じレベルでは取り調べることができる。なるほど、そういうことか。
うん、そうきたか。仕方ない、年貢の納め時のようだな。いいぜ、俺の所属は。
どうしたんですか？
ああ、向こうの建物だ。なんか黒い人影が屋根を飛び回ってないか？
まさか。
もしかしてあのインって人かな。
でもこんな昼間からですか？
しまった。
They're not very good cops, as you can see. Fairly average for Chicago, sadly.
まさかこのザイルでした。
ありえない。
信じられないことするな。
ここまで常識が通用しない相手だなんて。この下は裏通りだ。とにかく階段で降りるぞ。
Shouldn't someone, climb down the rope so he doesn't climb back up?
わざわざ仕込んでいたのかな。
とにかく追いましょう。
ああ、通りにいる人たちに片っ端から聞くしかない。
Yeah, a moment ago we saw a guy climbing back up the rope. Oh man, we can't talk to Ear. Oh, there she is. Entertainment District. First time, he's going to the casino. Just went inside, why don't you join him, yada yada. Should be up here. Afraid to be talking to Drake.
なんだなんだ、またドキかよ。たまにはフィーナも出てくれないとつまんねえぜ。
レクターさん、もう逃げられませんよ。
いい加減観念して身元を明らかにしてください。
身元ね、身元どれがいいかなっと。
あからさまにごまかそうとしないでください。
そうだな、イエスオアノーで答えるから何でも質問してくれよ。
わかりました。帝国政府二等書記官レクター・アランドール殿で間違いありませんか？
Let's hope he answers this literally with yes or no.
イエス。
帝国軍情報局に所属する特務隊員でもいらっしゃる。
イエスだ。
あっさり認めるのか。
では私の方からも、今回の訪問は帝国政府の意向を受けてのものですか？
ノーでありイエスでもある。
1ヶ月以上の滞在を予定されていますか？
答えはノーだ。1週間くらいで帰るぜ。
Okay, he broke the rules. That wasn't a simple yes or no. Let's beat him.
ここまでか。
これ以上は無理ね。
お手数をかけました。 アランドール対。
ご協力感謝いたします。
ああ、別にいいけどよ。そういや、あのちびっこは元気か？あんたらが引き取ったんだよな。
キアのことですよね。ええ、おかげさまで元気いっぱいに暮らしています。
その説はありがとうございました。
僕たちを逃がすのに協力してくれたもんね。
何のことだ？俺は黒と遊んでただけだぜ。そういや、ハルトマンのおっさん結局捕まっちまったんだってな。まあ妙なのに連れ回されてたし、無事に保護されてよかったぜ。
なんでそんなことまで。
あの2人を逮捕してから3日も経っていないのに。
ま、そのあたりの確認も俺が来た目的の一つだからな。ちなみに他の目的は。
ああ、いたいた。こんなところで何やってんのさ。アルカンシェルのチケットを手配してくれるんだろう。
So, at this stage, she is just a member of the Red Constellation. She has not joined you know what yet. That's Shirley Orlando, Randy's cousin.
それでどうなったのさ。
今日の夜公演の貴賓席を確保してやったぞ。せいぜい感謝するがよい。
本当？サンキュー。前から見たかったんだよね。
誰だ？
まだ若いみたいだけど。
あれ？
何かな。
ふーん、お兄さん匂いがするね。懐かしい匂いだ。はあ。
And the girl lightly bit Lloyd's earlobe.
ちょっと。
いきなり何を。
ごちそうさま。やっぱりかすかに匂いがするな。そっちの2人からはほとんど匂わないけど。あ、お姉さんはちょっとするね。
エリー。
いつの間に後ろに。
お姉さん大きいね。シャーリーはペタンだから羨ましいよ。
And right there, she said her own name is Shirley if you didn't hear because you were too busy watching the animation.
ちょっとやめてちょうだい。どうしてこんな。
いい光景だな。
確かに。じゃなくて、ちょっと君、いきなり何してるんだ。
やりたい放題だな。それ以上やるとセクハラになっちまうぞ。
セクハラじゃないよ。スキンシップだってば。
十分セクハラです。エリーさん。
大丈夫か。
それでは俺たちは失礼しよう。ミューシュラムのテーマパークで夜まで遊び倒すんでな。
それじゃまたね。
何だったんだ。
つい見逃しちゃいましたけど。
強烈な子だったね。15、6歳くらいかな。なかなかいい仕事するじゃない。
いい仕事じゃありません。どうして私がこんな目に。
災難だったな。
まあ女の子同士だし、そこまで深刻にならなくても。
それに君、マリアベル城に揉まれ慣れてるんじゃないの？
揉まれ慣れてません。
Afterward, Lloyd and the others returned to the CPD headquarters to report to First Division. In addition, Lecter confirmed his identity. They disclosed what details they'd learned of Hayway's affairs.
ご苦労でした。いろいろとつかめたようですね。
ええ、まさかあっさりと情報局の人間であることまで認めるとは思いませんでしたか。
こちらに知られたところで 諜報活動を制限されないという自信があるのでしょう。しかしこれで滞在期間も大まかに把握できましたし、予想以上の成果を上げてくれたようですね。
そう言っていただけると
誰かさんが体を張った甲斐があるってもんだよね。
張ってません。
しかしその同行していた少女というのも気になりますね。レクター隊の諜報関係の部下といった感じでしたか？
いえ、違うと思います。諜報関係者にしては若すぎるし、もっとも普通の民間人にも見えませんでした。
そうですね。身のこなしも素早かったですし。
わかりました。その娘については一家の方でも動向を把握しておきましょう。では私はこれで。今回はお世話になりました。
いえ、また何かあったら遠慮なく連絡してください。なんとか期待に応えられたか。
そうね。それにしてもあの子、本当に何者なのかしら。そうですね。ノリでごまかされましたけど、普通の旅行者とは思えませんし。
大国の情報将校に同行する無邪気で奔放な少女か。なかなか興味深いね。
Okay, stop to take a break there, because we got a scene on the way out, apparently. Take your dummy to their support request, Triple S. Yep, we just gave a report. It's case closed for now. I see, great job out there. I'm sure the revamped Triple S will be getting even more requests than before, so keep up the good work. Thank you for the encouragement, Rebecca. Definitely, I'm still a rookie, but I'll do everything I can to live up to those expectations. By the way, everyone, have you been making use of your new combat notebook? Lloyd should have received one while training with the 1st Division. Now that you mention it, yeah, I did. I've been making entries where I can. Did you want us to report to you when we fill out new pages the way we did before? That'd be very helpful. To be specific, we're receiving more and more reports on new and dangerous monsters in the state lately. The department would like as much data on those creatures as possible to devise effective countermeasures. That's where the Triple S comes in. As before, you'll be compensated in stages for the data you provide. Understood. Be sure to drop by and report from time to time. I'll be waiting. Silly me, there's one other thing I wanted to inform you. It concerns the data terminals you discovered during the cold incident. I managed to come across a possible avenue through which their contents can be analyzed. Really? Mind getting us up to speed? During the cold incident, we came across these encrypted terminals in the Sun Fort. The data on them covers the DG cult and is believed to have been written by Joachim Gunter himself. But it had to be sent to forensics because swaths of the text have been erased, leaving the sentences indecipherable. Does this mean they were able to restore the redacted parts? Unfortunately not, but forensics believes there is still hope. According to them, fragments of the corrupted data are still present in the memory quartz. Unfortunately, they say it'll take considerable time before all of it can be recovered. Shoot. Here I thought we were about to unravel one of the most cryptic parts of that incident. Just have to remain patient for now. Thank you for letting us know, Rebecca. You're very welcome. Come see me anytime you want to check on the data that's been recovered so far. I'll be sure to notify you if there's any progress in the analysis, too. Please do. Now, in case you're wondering about the combat notebook rewards, it's usually like a U material and maybe some money. So yeah, I'm not going to open any further than that. I believe I showed those in 0. Final video is like 3 hours long, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. So let's go report to Imelda. Our division doesn't exist to generate entertainment for you, Imelda. Oh, that's right, you are fascinating. Was that not sufficient? You know, it's faster just to warp into the building than go around the stairs like that.
はい、それではさすが皆さんです。
Give us 1,000 mirror, which is nice. Okay, so yeah.
でしたね。では
Wasn't sure if we had to report to her, give back the key or anything. We're looking for West Street. Since we can't go out our back door, we have to do it this way. You gotta be kidding me. Let's go to Gen 10 and report this to Wendy. Welcome back, guys. I take it you completed the combat test. So what do you think, Ellie, Wazy? How do you like your new Master Quartz? I was very pleasantly surprised, actually. Same here, who knew so much power could be harnessed from a single quartz? Frankly, whatever expectations I had were blown away. It's exactly what I was hoping to hear. And guess what? Power those babies up to their max level and you'll unlock something special for your trouble. I'll let you find out what that is for yourselves. You mean these things have even more in store for us? Guess that's something for us to look forward to. So as I wrap up today's training, yep, I'll send a report to CPD headquarters right away. Did you guys come across any other questions before I let you go? Is there anything you need a recap on? That's fine too. So, nothing there that we haven't seen before. I think that'll do for now. Thanks for giving us the rundown, Wendy. We really learned a lot today. Always glad to be of service. And before you go, I want you to have a new quartz I made for the Enigma 2. This one's on the house. Let's call it a welcome back for the Triple S and leave it at that. Eagle Eye. We'll put it to good use. Thanks again, Wendy. Yes, you've been a great help to us. It was nothing. Don't forget, you can always come to me if there's something you didn't quite get or if you just need a refresher. One more thing, we've also begun offering new service at the next counter over. There you have it, so I can count on you guys to keep coming back to Gen 10 for all your orbital needs. Bet we will. After all the help you gave us today, how could we not? We can do these, low-hanging fruit and all that. But we're out otherwise, I think. We might be... There we go. The only downside, though, is keep in mind that means I don't have anything to fill in those slots. I think I'm better off putting this on her just to give her more variety. Dang it. And we do have breath now. Want to give Lloyd move. We can also give him defense since he's up there in the front and all that. Hey, he's got quick. Problem is, if you look at his MP pool, he can use it twice before he's out. If you're wondering to boost his EP, we have to unlock more slots, so it's not even like leveling up will do it.
あった課長かな
そろそろかかってきてもおかしくない時間ね。
はい特務支援課ロイド・バニングスです。
ああご苦労。朝言った通りそろそろ警察学校に来てもらうぞ。場所はわかるな。
ええもちろん西クロスベル街道の途中からゲートに入ったところですね。
ああゲートを開けておく。ところで一通り街を回ったはずだな。率直に言ってどうだった？
あそうですねいろいろときな臭い状況になり始めている気がします。
その嗅覚今まで以上に研ぎ澄ませておくといい。それじゃ待ってるぞ。
了解しました。
やっぱり課長だったみたいね。
何か気になることを言ってたみたいですけど。
ああ課長もいろいろと状況の変化を感じているらしい。ヘイユやレクター大尉のことも報告した方が良さそうだな。
そうね。
でそろそろ警察学校に行くのかい？
ああ西口から街道に出よう。
So usually after events like that, some of these lines will change. I was worried it might happen again. Let's go ask Kate about that, should we? try going this way then. Because I know there's a hidden quest we're able to trigger here. What's that sound? What are they doing? They're going way over the speed limit. It's a flagrant traffic violation, that's for sure. Can't help but pity that poor car. She deserves better than that. Reminds me, there have been more and more reports of reckless drivers speeding through the city lately. They've been disrupting the peace all over the place from the sound of it. You don't say. Then remind me, how is that the special sports section's business? Puts the public at risk. Obviously, we can't overlook that. If I remember correctly, Kate is patrolling the entertainment district today. I'll try calling her Enigma. She'll know what to do. These kinds of incidents are typically handled by the Metropolitan Division, after all. Yes, this is Officer Kate of the Metropolitan Division speaking. Sorry to bother you, Kate. Oh, Lloyd, did you need something? Yes, actually, there's something I'd like to report. Lloyd outlined the reckless driving incident that they just witnessed to Officer Kate. So you've seen them too? Well, since you're in the neighborhood, there's something I'd like your help with. Our help? Can you come and rendezvous with me when you get the chance? I'll be waiting right by the hotel in the entertainment district. Sure, we'll see you soon. Alright, we'll talk to you then. She wants a hotel rendezvous with us. Wait, I could have phrased that better. What did Officer Kate have to say? She's requesting our help with something. The Metropolitan Division needs our help? Let me guess, she wants us to stop that runaway car at any cost, brute force authorized. We're supposed to be making the streets less dangerous, Wazy. Anyway, let's make our way to the hotel in the entertainment district. Thanks for coming, Triple S. Good to see you again, Kate. You wanted our help with the reckless driving case, correct? Curious to hear more myself. Allow me to explain. Recently there have been reports about an out-of-control car coming in from all over the city. The drivers seem to enjoy the thrill of near misses with anything and everything, pedestrians included. Right, we experienced that in person just now. I've heard about this being an issue. There's also been a lot of complaints of them blaring their car horn for that reason. Seems they're intent on being a nuisance. Whoever they are, they sure know how to get under everyone's skin. Right, as you can imagine, this is a problem the Metropolitan Division wants solved ASAP. Therefore, I'm requesting the AAA's aid in putting a stop to that runaway car. Are you up to the task? Start your engines. Of course, we'll do everything we can to lend our assistance. I mean, how can I say no? You've had my back since my days at the police academy, Kate. Thanks, Lloyd. This is a huge help. The fast and the injurious started. Let me begin by telling you about the perpetrators in question. We aren't dealing with one driver, but rather a group of 3 young men from Calvert. There have been signs of them all over the city recently. They start by the park in the Harbor District before hitting roads all across the state. It seems they recently added the Maine's Mountain Path that they're driving around as well. They're driving recklessly on the highways too? If something happened, they could end up impacting bus services. You're right, but that gives me an idea. If you cut off their access to the highways, it'd provide you with an opportunity to catch them. That's a good point. If you use your patrol cars, you could have them surrounded no problem. Unfortunately, I don't think that's an option. If we don't handle this carefully, they could break through our formation out of desperation. If it came to that, it could lead to a major traffic accident. That's the last thing we want. I see what you mean. In that situation, the police would definitely be the ones who are held responsible. Exactly, that's why I requested your help. Your experience in the AAA's could lead us to a creative, if a bit unconventional, solution. We need to think outside of the box to devise a plan that will bring that car to a halt without endangering the townsfolk. Got it, I understand where you're coming from now. The way I see it, there are 2 essential components we need to consider here. First, an actual method of stopping that runaway car, and second, a location where it can be executed without putting any of the citizens in danger. I agree, if any of those are flawed, not only will we fail to capture them, but we may do more harm than good. In that case, let's start by pinning down our approach. I can think of a few ways to start. Ones that won't lead to a major accident, I hope. That's our real obstacle here, not just the car itself. Right, our first priority is to minimize the chance of us involving any civilians. We need to drum up a plan that can achieve that. Does anything come to mind? Let's see. Let's lay traps on the road. What is the absolute worst that could happen? So usually you want to lure them into a dead end, because they can't drive through a brick wall, I would hope. What if we lured them to a dead end? They wouldn't be able to speed their way out of that. There'd be no other choice but to stop. That could work. It's about as safe as we can swing it, too. Yes, but that leads us to our second challenge, the location. I can't think of anywhere in the city that'd be suitable. I'm thinking like downtown or something, but do they go that far? Obviously can't use the new City Hall site or the IBC building. You're right, I hadn't thought that far ahead. Guess wasn't such a good idea after all. Don't be so unimaginative. If there aren't any dead ends, why don't we just make one ourselves? We can set up a barricade of those sandbags they have at a construction site. That's a great idea. If we use those, we can stop them wherever we want. Pretty sharp thinking, Wazy. You're too kind. So then the final question is, where to set all this up? Does the Metropolitan Division have the car's usual route fully mapped? Of course, we had to for everyone's safety. Cars can make regular laps around the city from here in the Entertainment District. They head to the Administrative District. Okay, let's just steer them into City Hall. 2 birds, 1 stone. There they go to the Harbor District, followed by East Street, Central Square, and the back alley, in that order. And after that, it's rinse and repeat. Seriously? In that case, we should be able to lure them into a dead end in any of those 6 areas. What we want is a place with low foot traffic, somewhere we can set a trap with minimal risk involving the public. I was thinking the Harbor District out of those, but let's see what options they give us. Does cars route pass through any part of the town that would fit those requirements? Let's see. The back alley could also be a good choice. The only thing is, like, as narrow as it is, I think the back alley would be bad. The harbor's wide open, you can steer them in the water. I mean, if there's no survivors, there's nothing left to prosecute, right? But we'll steer them into City Hall like we were supposed to. I think the only place that matches our criteria is the Administrative District. It's where the Civic Center, Library, and CPD headquarters all are. But it does have a smaller amount of foot traffic than most. You just have the one NPC walking around the fruit stand. There's enough open space that even if an accident does occur, damage should be kept to a minimum, which is the problem with the back street. It doesn't hurt that the headquarters is nearby either. I think that's the perfect spot. Yeah, this is definitely going to work. I knew I'd get on the Triple S. You guys drew up that plan like it was nothing. Glad we could help. In order to lure them in, we're going to need several patrol cars at our disposal. You leave that part to me. I'll contact everyone in my division, then we'll begin the operation immediately. I'll leave the construction of the barricade itself to you guys. No problem, we'll get right on it. And so the plot thickens. Since we're doing this, we may as well make sure we do it right. Definitely, I won't let them get away with abusing that poor car. Man, speeding around these big city streets is the best. Ironically, this is happening, I think, I don't know if the Lakeshore Grand Prix or whatever they're calling it is today, so yeah, little relevant if nonetheless. You've really gotten the hang of driving that thing, you know, Reggie? Damn right I have. Hey, it wouldn't be half as easy if Yuri didn't get us such a high-spec ride. What else did you expect? It's the Vern Company's latest model, after all. By the way, didn't you almost run over some old fart on the highway, Reggie? Oh, come on, I swerved out of the way, didn't I? Did you see the look on his face when he thought we were gonna hit him? Hilarious, classic, freaking awesome! That dumb old bastard looked like he was about to piss his diapers. Don't kill me, Adio, save me! What a walking skeleton. Cut it out, Sykes, or I'm gonna end up pissing myself. Well, we're gonna be here for a while, might as well enjoy ourselves, right? Crossbow City is our playground now. Ah, crap, looks like the cops are here. Punch it, Reggie. Don't worry, we'll leave those pigs in the dirt where they belong. Shouldn't it be in the mud where they belong? What is this, an ambush? They should know better. Can you shake him, Reggie? Obviously, they don't stand a chance. Shut your snouts, you pigs. Shake them off, Reggie. No problemo. What? The hell? This wasn't here the last time we came by. It was all a trap. Seriously, Lamborghini doors on those cars? Check and mate. Only one thing left to do. We have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up. Guess the jig is up. Okay, we surrender. Would you look at that? You incompetent coppers actually got something done for once. Yeah, they had to come to us to get it, though. Excuse me? Would you like to be charged with disorderly conduct, too? Do you even realize how much trouble you caused? How many lives you put in danger? Yeah, don't get your skirt in a twist. Keep blowing your top and you'll wind up getting crow's feet, old lady. Old? Okay, that does it. 3 servants disorderly conduct coming right up. Calm down, Officer Kate. Well, we're waiting. Hurry up and take us in already. Not that'd make a difference. You can't touch us anyway. That matters. What? Let's take them to headquarters for now, Kate. We won't want to leave the street blocked for much longer either. Right. Okay, Triple S, you help me drag these punks over to headquarters. France, you're tasked with getting their car out of the way. Yes, ma'am. Toss it in the harbor for processing. Now I'll be taking an official statement. All you have to do is answer my questions. To start with, what are your names? Huge ass. Seymour Butts. Who says we have to tell you? Why you? Stop screwing around already. Easy now, Franz. Don't get in a tizzy. Yeah, or you'll get in trouble. Loser. Typical commoner. They're getting off with just a fine? Unfortunately so. Our state laws do provide for baseline traffic regulations, of course. But since they're Calvardians, we can't just throw the book at them. We'll give them a fine and a stern warning today, but they'll probably be released immediately after. I feared as much. You knew it would end like this? Something similar happened once before during the anniversary festival. We had a case involving a counterfeit dealer. Her sentence consisted of no more than a reprimand and 1 month expulsion from the state. I remember that. Ever since Uncle Dieter became the new mayor, there have been more and more motions to revise state legislation. The fact remains that there are still many holes in legal code that we're helpless to do anything about. The inability to cross Belgian law to take a firm stance on punishing foreigners has been one of its fatal flaws for many years. Well, that's just great. Guess it was all a waste of time, sweat, and tears, huh? No, it wasn't. Sure, this happened many times before, but that doesn't mean it was all in vain. Much the opposite, I would say this case is well worth the effort. At the very least, the streets are safer now, if only for today. The way I see it, that's just one of many barriers that stand in our way. That's exactly why I think it's important that we never stop climbing. You're right, this is the kind of thing we can overcome as long as we don't give up. I guess it'll be up to me to keep us cool as we make our ascent, because the two of you are way too hot-blooded about this. Honestly, Wazy, we were just about to put a nice button on this, too. Maybe we did get a bit worked up. Anyway, can you handle things from here, Kate? Yes, of course. You were a lot of help today, Triple S. If something like this comes up again, you'll be the ones we turn to. We'll be looking forward to it. Fast and injurious completed. So I was kind of hoping there'd be like an accessory reward or something, but they cheaped out on us. We're not going to have enough to rank up more than likely, but we'll at least get the money in case we need it. Okay, we ranked up. We got a medal of order. Shows what I know. There could just be more ranks this time around, but the Medal of Order, speed prevents delay. So she's now tied with Wazy for being the fastest character. He's pretty much asking who's going to hold it down while the other three beat it.
警察学校まで行くとしたら徒歩かバスになるけど。
そうね、私はどちらでもいいわ。最近歩いてなかったからちょっと体を動かしたいし。
それに確か西クロスベル街道に手配魔獣が出ていましたよね。だったらついでですし歩いた方がいいかもしれません。
おいおい、本気かい？さすがに徒歩なんてだるすぎる気がするけど。
もういい若者がそんなことじゃ情けないよ。普段夜遊びばかりしてるんだから、こういう時に体を動かさないと。
体育会系のノリはあまり趣味じゃないんだけどな。ま、いっか。疲れたら優しいリーダーにおぶってもらえばいいんだし。
おぶらないから。
それじゃあ徒歩で出発することにしましょうか。手配魔獣が出るかもしれないから気をつけないとね。了解しました。
Since they mentioned this mission in a scene, there's going to be a scene involving the mission. Just warning you now. Precipice of leveling, but we're not close to getting more quartz or anything. So we get a reviving balm. You may be asking what happened to the Triple S's leftover step and then trails from zero. What, you think he can be put through college on a CPD salary? I don't know if you actually get to carry over your stuff now that I think about it. Beast flesh. It's probably gone bad if it's just been sitting in that box in this weather for who knows how long. The bugs can drop new materials, but I did not get any. Curia Balm. Silly Shirley, fans said they wanted chest messages, not chest massages. but we can see how she made a mistake. Time Sepith, which we actually did need. I still need to scan that. I did get the U material that time. It's only 8. Native to crossbill, very fierce, weak to water, yada yada. Sorry if I had anything global to use on them, but currently no. So we got a little bit of time there. EP1. You know, maybe the real treasure was the treasure inside of me all along. Seriously, give it back. Just in case we made for either one of them. We get Chaos Brand. Those enemies are the ones who actually give me decent CP upon killing. Down here. More Sepith. Plankly, I don't see what you find so funny about puns. I've already bored of them. Building up a nice little cache of fishing bait. No, I'll just one-shot those guys. But yeah, with that Force Quartz, she just one-shots most of the stuff here. That was an EP charge, I didn't see what level it was. He rubbed his temple to ease his growing headache. Not that doing so eased it even a little, but old habits were dogged to perform as they would. Again and again he grumbled to himself, what do I do? See, I only got double EXP for that. I feel ripped off. Steel wrist. You know, your human houses are kind of like really big chests. I bet you'd hate if some giant tore off your roof and grabbed all your stuff, hmm? Faint, that's more of a Lloyd thing. no drops at all from those stingy ones. So yeah, that exploded without me being able to scan it in time. Pepper, I didn't see how many. Need to scan this time. And now I can go the rest of the game without ever finding anything like them ever again. Impede. A lot of monster chests.
かかってきなよ。
So yeah, that sucks. They have to get really close together for me to be able to shred them.
よし。
よーし
Well, now you know why they offered feint protection.
催眠弾発射行きます
No. I'm gonna try this and see if I can take it down all of them while I have my strength boost. I really wish Lloyd had a turn here so I could give her like a bigger strength buff, but it is what it is.
目標を撃破しますそれはあこれで終わりです
No, there were survivors.
さてと
So close.
そこ
任せてくれ。ストッ。よし。上出来だ。やるじゃない。
Got Prankster. Use the code WISHYWITHMISHY to get 500 mirror off your next Crossbell Eats order. So just think, instead of using Brave Smash with Lloyd, if I use the attack buff, that should have been enough to just one-shot them. Petty Misdemeanor?
あれ？
I know it's supposed to be Petty Misdemeanor, but it's an awkward play on words. Hey, it's Eugene.
こんにちは。もしかしてあなたも街道を歩いてきたんですか？
来るぞ。
え？
帝国からの列車だ。ちゃんと見ておけ。
There are a lot of guys wearing sunglasses on this train. Something is up.
エレボニアからの大陸横断鉄道の列車ですね何かおかしなことでも
いや、おかしなことは何もないさ。ところで、そこの小僧。今の列車、乗客は何人乗っていた？
え？
一応車両の中まで目を配っていただろうが。何人だ？答えろ。
それは。
ほう、当たりだ。まぐれかどうか知らんが、いい目をしてるようだな。
たまたまですよ。まさか当たるなんて。
せいぜい目は鍛えておけ。
Easy rule of thumb is there's one Joker there for every card in the deck.
漫然と眺めるな。状況そのものを俯瞰しろ。その上でそこにある要素を瞬間的に掴み取っておく。
え、
それが戦場で生き残るコツってやつだ。まあ覚えておくがいい。
一体何者？体格といい、隙のなさといい、ただものじゃありませんね。
いや、そんな程度じゃ済まないかもしれないよ。
え、
あれはひどい。
まさかこいつら今朝確認した手配魔獣か。
間違いありません。手配された特徴と一致します。報告されたものより数は多いみたいですけど。
3、4、5体、どれも斬撃で倒されている。さっきの男の仕業かな。
ああ、間違いないだろう。鋭利な刃というより巨大なナタみたいなもので切り裂かれたみたいだけど。
二人ともよく冷静に観察できるわね。すみません、私もこれはちょっときついです。
わかった、一旦ここから離れよう。あの男はもう行ってしまったみたいだな。
ああ、クロスベル市に歩いていったみたいだね。今から追いかけても捕まえるのは難しそうだな。
And yeah, we lose the mission. We waited too long, I guess. So I'll make sure I didn't miss anything back there. Spicy bomblet rice. Number 4 of 61, so we're running into these suckers really fast. The problem is now with the sender, Jubilee, a total stranger to him. It was with its receiver, Genevieve, his bride of 7 months, or is that Genevieve? I don't know. It doesn't have the accent marks for it to be French. As I mentioned, I really don't care to fight those things. It's gonna suck if there's a rare encounter that appears with them, because then I have to farm them. It's just I'd rather have Tio and Randy with, so I can farm them from a distance. Dang it. I managed to kill one of them, the other one ran away. Tira bomb. Number 5. Genevieve's father was a ruthless businessman who would do anything to make a profit, even wed his only daughter to the son of an Arundel viscount. To him, quite regrettably, in Cyril's opinion. I was curious if they'd have a line here about us not having a round yet. Curious how far we can get up here before they say other way. So I will put a break in the video when we enter the forest. Just a heads up since we're really close. Got a little bit of beast flesh there. Generally the fights here aren't real material, eh? But I would walk 500 selge and I would walk 500 more just to be the chest who walked 1,000 selge to fall down at your door. Who's that sings the 500 miles thing, Proclaimers or something like that? That's what it's a reference to if you're not familiar with old music by now. So yeah, my motivation is not EXP or anything, it's just filling out the book, getting some item drops.
ちゃんとゲートを開けてくれたみたいだな。
Maybe a piece of sepith here and there. So we'll pick up here in the next video when we actually go into the forest and to the police academy. Hold your well, place your bets now whether they added unit to this version or not. I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.